And next, let's talk about the Atomy Auto Sales Master, which is the first step to be successful. And there are many positions, and the first step to be successful is to become Auto Sales Master. Hello, Auto Sales Master. Is everyone here? Okay. Everyone looks very happy, very excited. Okay. Lee Gun-no, Sharon Rose Master, and will give us a lecture about Atomy Auto Sales Master. Hello. Lee Gun-no, Sharon Rose Master. Kim Ji-yeon, Sales Master. Han Ye-rim, Diamond Master. First, and because of the COVID-19 pandemic situation, this word has changed a lot. Okay, and Atomy is changing a lot of things. For example, meetings to online. Yes. I am running a business in Jeonju, which is the area in Korea, and because of the COVID-19, no one wants to come out and actually come to restaurants in person. Instead of coming to the restaurant and even different places, they want to use online platform. Yes. The world is changing to the online-oriented businesses, and also in China. And China is going to be the first country that has more online sales compared to offline sales. And the conglomerates in Korea, big companies in Korea, are going to change their business model to online-oriented. And Atomy has the online-oriented business model. And for example, the Atomy website and Aza Mall and others as well. Yes, I agree. Because of COVID-19, and I was very curious about that. And because of COVID-19, and a lot of things are changing, and Atomy is still changing and adapting to the situation. And I want to follow the new trend and change as well. And I want to talk about the competitiveness of Atomy and Atomy's strength. And also I want to talk about how people are recognizing the brand awareness of Atomy. And if I ask people who I don't know, and I ask them, do you know Atomy? And they will tell me that they know Atomy. And also the brand awareness. A lot of people start to recognize Atomy more and more. And last year I had partners who were very young, and also the Ye-rim Han. And how did you start Atomy business? Before COVID-19, I have been using Atomy products because they have the Atomy quality and price products. And I was running the academy, and I was teaching the kids, and also I could go to overseas once or twice a year, and I was very happy. And the COVID-19 happened, and the camp business couldn't be happening, and also I saw the situation, I faced the difficulty, and also I started to look for different ways and alternative, and that was the Atomy business. What about Ji-yeon Kim, and how did you decide to do Atomy business? For me, when I was in my 30s, it was very important for me to make money. And when I reached my 40s, and I saw my health, and I started to take care about my health as well. And me and my husband have been running the local food mart for 7 years. And also, and I was very sick after making all the money. And as I get to know more and more of Atomy, and when I became very sick, and I still have time and leisure to spend my senior life when I get older and older. and making residual income as well. Yes, and we can have we might face difficulties and different types of virus. We don't know. We never know. And the Atomy will help us, and it will lead us will guide us through this darkness. And for me, I just want to share you some of the episodes that I experienced. And in Southeast Asia, there are many partners that under my left line and my right line. And last February, no one was wearing the Southeast Asia. And at that time, a couple months passed by when I went to Southeast Asia for the vacation. And everyone wore the mask. And for doing Atomy business, I couldn't take a break. And this month, I wasn't working. But at the same time, but there are a lot of people and partners under my left line and my right line. Then they were kept on buying and buying. And also, people were buying products for their own success. So, the consumer group and partner group was increasing and increasing. And I was very surprised. And I was very happy. And for me, I have been having the time-bound business model, which is the putting the labor for every hour, and I got paid for what I did. And for me, when I went to the field for the first time, and it was very difficult to make a partner, but when you make a partner, for example, 2 people under my left line and 2 people under my right line, then those partners and we worked together. And the time where I want to talk about was the becoming auto sales master. And what are some of the conditions, and how can we become auto sales master? And my advice to you is to use the Atomy website in the first place. And you use that, and you know how great the products are. For example, the A line and B line, which is the left line and the right line, which we also called left leg and the right leg. And people are going to introduce to more people, and a lot of people start to buy and buy. For example, the first day into 15, which is the first half of the month and the second half of the month, and 2.5 million point value on the left line and 2.5 million point value on the right leg. Then you make $1,000 during the first part of the month, and the $1,000 on during the second half of the month. So if you add these 2 categories, then you make $2,000 of every single month. Then in 15 days, every 15 days, you make $1,000 on each line. What are your secrets to be successful? I don't think there are no secrets to become auto sales master. And Atomy had already opened the lectures and President Park Hang-il's VODs. And for me, the 8 steps to be successful is very important, and there are 8 different steps to be successful. And you can go to channel Atomy. We also have a translation service as well. And also, I want to share some of the tips to be auto sales master as fast as possible. And also, if you know about Atomy and decided to Atomy, you have to do full-time Atomy. And the core thing is that you have to decide voluntarily. It's not that someone is forcing you to do Atomy business. You have to do Atomy business on your own. You have to say to yourself, you have to say to your friends and family, you have to declare the fact that you want to do Atomy business. You have to believe it before anything or before anyone. And you have to be a leader. So you have to be motivated and inspired by your own decision. And we started from the agent position and Imperial Masters. At least it takes 5 to 10 years. And if you think about your lifetime, the span cycle, then it's not very a long time. And 5 to 10 years, and you have some rejections, you get some no's, and a lot of people point fingers at you because of your decision that you made. And you have to tell yourself, you have to be motivated. And also, if you don't believe yourself, then who is going to believe in yourself? So make a decision on your own. And sponsor, I have a question. What about your overseas partners? No, I didn't have any overseas partners. I had a very difficult time. In my case, I love the Atomy products, but also I didn't have a job, and at that time I was introduced. And I saw some of the people who can make money doing Atomy, and I went to Malaysia. And the reason why I went to Malaysia is because of the absolute price and quality, and that was my strategy. And some of the rejections that I had, and I felt that was a waste. I thought that was a waste of time. And if you look around, some of the worst life case is that the people who do that for a long time and people who spend for a long time but never got the result they wanted. And when Atomy comes to you, and when you know about Atomy, and when Atomy's business was introduced to you, then can you be successful? You have to be successful. And through Atomy, is it possible? And you have to find the answer. You have to see it before anyone who sees it. And you have to start business on your own. And after making a decision, there are some difficulties as well. And how did you overcome the obstacles? And some of the tips that I want to give you is to have the roadmap, is to have the picture and in your mindset. So for example, you have to have a specific dream and in your blueprint. And when can you become the auto sales master? And how will you be promoted? And what are some of the ways that you are going to do? And every day you make a plan, you make a daily plan, and soon you will be a leader. And that will be life scenario. Life scenario has images and the blanks as well. And Kim Ji-yoon, what about your obstacles? And when I was starting the Atomy business, it was very hard for me to get a lot of rejections. And I saw some of the sponsors' videos, and I watched that every single day. And I try to take every lesson from every case. And also, Park Han-gil, president, and he always say that you have to keep believing. It doesn't matter the rejection happens. Yes, sometimes we ask for no's to be trained. And also the VOD, the content, if you watch that, That is like having a team and team member to the right of you. And 한예림 Diamond Master, then in the beginning, you're having a great time. And do you have any difficult times? And I have been doing Atomy business for 11 months, and I didn't have any obstacle. Because and I spent a lot of time on myself, and I left my title, my job, and I have to deliver the toothpaste and toothbrush as well. And that is a tool to be successful. And also, and was an embarrassing moment, I asked to myself, and what about Atomy? Do I think I believe in Atomy business? Yes, I did. And I went to the field, I met people, then we start to have more partners, and I was promoted to the Diamond Master, and that was very good. And also, as a successful leader, great job. Thank you. And also, making a decision is very important. Yes, it's wearing a vest. It's wearing a bulletproof vest, not just a regular vest. And the second tip is to just do it. And Atomy business is network marketing business and in distribution industry. And when some people are not used to it, and they have fear, and if you postpone and delay the task that you have to do, for me, it was very scary for me to meet my first partner. And if someone and that person asked me about my parents, my family, and I felt hurt, and I didn't say anything. I couldn't say anything, and I studied more and more at home. I didn't go outside, and for a long time, and I studied and studied. And I planned studying, and I studied more and more. A lot of people think like that. Yes, preparing is very important, and also meeting in person is very important. And doing Atomy, it's a form of swimming. And yes, studying and reading books and watching YouTube and reading the research paper and academic paper and thesis about swimming, and you cannot swim. And you watch videos and studies, and you have to meet in person. And Atomy is all about meeting people in person. And also in field, everything might be different. And I have a similar experience. After doing Atomy business, I went to the hair salon, and I let the manager know about the Atomy business. And the woman told me about don't do Atomy, and I failed doing Atomy. I didn't become successful. And at that time, I couldn't say anything. And I came back home, and some of the things that I couldn't say when I was taking a shower, I was thinking about that every single day. And to me, that has been very motivational factors. Yes, experience is very important. We see a lot of VODs, and the sponsors lecture is very important. And yes, and listening to sponsors lecture is very important as well. And if you can meet because of COVID-19 or a pandemic situation, you have to go to the website, and there are VOD materials and content. And that's one of the ways to be auto sales master. And you have to have a lot of experiences. And what are some of the shortcuts? And the shortcuts is actually it's doing it. And some of the tips that I can give you is that, and we have to talk to the sponsor, and we have to do the run a simulation. For example, that you have to meet more people, and you have to talk to the sponsor, you have to talk to the partners. And the sponsor made a joke during the meeting, and everything went well. And that I never thought of. And that kind of situation, if I have it, then I want to do that. And because of the sponsor's experience became my experience, and sponsor's experience. So make the sponsor's experience your experience. And the know-hows and techniques and skills. And no one wants to open and reveal the secrets of sales and your secrets. And Atomy and all the Atomians care about each other. Yes, I couldn't agree more. And when I was running the academy business, I had to cope with all the complaints and others. But at the same time, Atomy is different. Because everyone has the same goal, to be successful, to be rich, have the contribution culture to the society, and I want to. Okay, to wrap this up, and we're running out of time. Okay, and yes, the last secret is to the self-inspection. We don't know about ourselves. It's very hard to know about ourselves, and having the self-inspection time might be a little difficult because we're very busy and we don't know who we are sometimes. We don't know what we want and things we're good at and bad at. And sometimes we compare to the people around us, and my friends or my family. Sometimes we start to hate. And if the Atomy's business doesn't work the way you want it to, and you have to find the reason why it's not working. And you know the 8 cores? And there's a checklist, the 8 core. And there is the 8 core, the checklist. And what you have to do is to update and check every single day. And those data pile up and pass by, and years pass by, and you have the things that you need to improve on and work on. Right? Yes, that is very effective, and you know that we're all busy and we have different schedules, and sometimes we have family members to take care of, friends to take care of, but a core checklist it could be our standard where we stand and we keep inspecting and checking. And yes, I totally believe that. And because of the checklist and writing the checking list can tell us and show us where we need to improve on. And doing the A-core is very important as well. And sponsor told me that if I do the A-core, then she was going to give me the free gift. So I did it, and it was very fun. It was very useful for our business. I was very motivated, inspired by it. Yes, true. And through the 8 core, you can apply this to your business. And I have a partner who worked very, very hard. And the results wasn't there. And when I had the consulting time with the partner, and I saw some of the issues and the things that he needed to work on. And managing your team, this is very important. And not just because of this 8 cores, and there are different the sectors and categories where you need to improve on. For example, in every 15 days, I measure and calculate and take notes on every single number. And numbers show my growth and my weaknesses and my strength as well. And if you improve all the things that you need to work on, and it doesn't matter your background, your age, and we all can be successful. And today's meeting is all about how to become auto sales master. It's a first step to be successful. And it doesn't matter who you are, anyone can be successful at any time. So challenge yourself to be auto sales master. Thank you for coming to this meeting, and we'll say cheer up. 3, 2, 1, cheer up.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.